special transition to become your life. Please sit back, relax, close your eyes. You will drift into the light.
Hello. I did remember to ping Discord, finally. It's the first time, I think, that I actually remember to ping Discord properly. Thank you, DevPaw. Much appreciated. Hey guys, how you guys doing? How's it going? Schwingy is evolving. I guess you could say that. So, how's everybody doing? How's the league been so far? I've actually taken this Wing Blast Spiritwalker into T15s and the Fortress and all of that. Best thing that happened in the background when going to bed, if you say so. Martial artist coming along nicely, level 91. Awesome, awesome. I'm level 87, close to 88. I'm actually basically, I'm basically done the challenge that I set out for myself. And today, we're gonna be just chilling in the fortress, getting some points. Just for fun, hanging out with you guys, and then just for like, realistically, probably about an hour and a half, something like that. And then I'm going to start writing my script so that I can get the next video going. Best drops in any league so far for you, Blaze. That's awesome. Making your first random build after you're finished. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Got a headhunter from Ritual. Oh my god, congratulations, dude. Also, how do you get to this? Do you just go? Oh, we can just go to the site of the Chosen. Yeah, no, I haven't picked this up yet. I forgot. But you just show up here? Okay. Ascend. You're so addicted to wheel builds, I don't think I can play regularly anymore. Oh boy. It's an epidemic. No, that's what happened to me too. Like, I haven't played a normal build in forever. You can sell chaos for greater chaos on a 1-to-1 ratio. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Doing T13 at level 83 at the moment. Open one door. Yeah. It takes a while. Claim a mote of the Martyr's Power. Hell yeah. But it doesn't even show who the martyr is. That's disappointing. I thought there would be like a leaderboard that you like click on or something. Unless I missed it. But you get an extra free skill point for doing this. But you can only claim it after you've killed Arbiter of Divinity, I guess. So with this skill point, I am going to... I don't know, man. I need more damage, I guess, but like, where do I get damage? There's nowhere to get damage. I'm just gonna grab this, screw it. Essence Drain Despair Chronomancer, oh cool. How is the Chronomancer then with the new nodes and stuff? Still fun? Hope so. Why do I feel laggy? I'm on Washington. Okay, it shouldn't be laggy. That's weird. I'm on Canada. Alright, whatever. Okay, let's do some maps. Get rid of this thing. Whatever. Early maps is awful because of the low density of mobs, but endgame has got to glow up. Okay. Do you say so? Twister Lich is the most fun build you've ever played. Twister Lich, from what I understand, is like one of the OP builds. Okay, I'm really lagging. What is going on? Why do I have 168 latency? That's weird. That should be like 10. Oh, do I have exit lag on by accident? Because I... Hold on, let's try that. I think I had it. I think I was routing through EU. I think that's what was going on. So like EU into Canada, so it's like pinging back and forth instead of just going straight to Canada. I was doing some testing with stuff. Okay. That's more like it. 3 ping. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. Where's my well? Here's my well. Okay, now we're good. Now we're chilling. Much better. Someone let me know if the volumes are okay. To me right now the music is barely audible, but I don't know what it's like for you guys. And I think my PoE audio might be too high as well relative to my voice. Maybe something like that. Game is loud, eh? Yeah, I thought so. Let me know if this is better. This guy is tanky. Wow. Yeah, so for what it's worth, this build has been one hell of a challenge. There is no music. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me boost that up then. Now do you guys hear the music? Okay, cool. We are listening to Dusk, by the way. That's a bunch of like, what would you call it? D&B, jungle, breaklore, that kind of stuff. Really cool, like very like PS1, PS2 era sound. Oh. Whoa! Whoa, these are worth money! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Literally 3 people mentioned Crowbell at the exact same time. Okay, okay, I'm gonna have to get this out of the way right away. So, the reason we use Crowbell. Okay? Yeah, this is actually like the biggest item I've found in this entire run is right now. The reason we use Crowbell, okay, and there's a reason. If he would... Oh, he just died. That's tragic. He just spawned and died. If we go to over here to our stats page, okay, Crowbell has this really awesome, where is it? Nope. Is it on basic attacks? Okay, on his attacks. Stun, stun, stun. There it is. The physical stun build-up modifier. 6,284%. Now that's with my stun 3, so if I remove that, and then we check, that's 1,000 but basically, just by default, he has so much more stun build up than any of the other bosses. So that's why we're using him, because the whole thing with this build is I stun enemies, and then Wing Blast consumes the stun and does like a little shockwave, which is cute and does more damage than if it doesn't have the shockwave. He is not a 4 mod, and I have not gone that far. He's just a 1 mod, and the thing he got is extra chaos, which is like nothing. No, it's something that I've thought about, but like, the build was already struggling enough, so like, the idea of doing a map and like farming blooming fields to find a version of him that is slightly stronger, like, I don't know. It seems kind of like just not worth it. He doesn't make that much of a difference. Is this a hardcore run? No, hell no. Absolutely not. God, if this was a hardcore run, it would have been done in Act 1, like, in the 2nd zone, 3rd zone. No, this run was a lot of deaths, I'll tell you guys that. And I guarantee you we will die today as well. I will slash deaths in a sec. I think it's like 70, maybe 80 now. Something like that. You're at 155? Yeah. Well, you've also played more than me. If you're like level 90, whatever. 355. Yeah, so I was dying like a lot. I'm out of potions, dude. Do these guys not give me potions? It's possible. I was dying a ton to, well, just in general early on, in the early like maps, because I didn't have much evasion or deflection. And then I eventually decided, okay, like it's time to do something, but I'm gonna die right here because I have no flask charges. At least I can devour things. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, I got my flasks from the checkpoint. Let's go back. Yeah, these guys are kind of overtuned. There's like a few of them. I don't know what the mod is. Like, I haven't actually been reading what the runes mods do, like how they buff the enemies, so I imagine it's something to do with that. But there's like some where it's just like the mods don't take damage. I mean, the enemies don't take damage, and I'm like, why? Why do you guys not take damage? There's like no visual cue to indicate that you're not going to take damage. It just gets very frustrating. Is this build HC viable? Absolutely not, dude. What a blaze. Double blaze, yep. Jesus Christ. This is how gameplay has been for me. Just this guy's not taking damage. There you go, now he's taking. You kill mobs to chip at the HP. Yeah, that's it. It's like a shared HP, but it like persists between waves sometimes. It's weird. This is ethical? Yeah. About as ethical as it gets. Get the prime for stun, do the damage, and then devour. We done? Oh, and look! Are you guys ready for this? The best drop of this entire run, which the run is technically over, so I won't even include this. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. An uncut skill gem level 20. So this is worth 14 divines. Are you serious? What the hell, dude? Yeah, I could include at the end just as like a little. And by the way, let me record that. Oh, that's so silly. That is ridiculous. Okay, maybe the price... Oh, wait, you're right. No, the price checker is wrong because I had it set to standard. Hold on, I can fix that. You're right, it's not 14. Okay. So this would be... Good catch. Okay, yeah, more like 5. Still, 5 is way better. Makes much more sense. Anyways, 5 is still huge. I don't think I got anything worth 5 div. Well, I did, but I didn't. I'll let you guys find out in the video. And yeah, it's Exiled Exchange. Yeah, exactly. Exiled Exchange 2. No monkey today. No, we are doing the Crowbell because he has a huge stun build-up modifier. Like, he stuns more often, and this build is basically built around stunning enemies so that I can wing blast them and get some ethical explosions going. What the full build is worth, I have a rough estimate. It's like under 20 div for sure. My weapon alone cost me 9 div, and that was the last thing I upgraded. Just like 2 days ago, I want to say. Yeah, 5 div is a big drop. It's the biggest drop I've gotten. Not that it matters now, but it's still fun. It's still fun to see. It's hilarious that it happens on the first map. Is this ethical damage? I think so. It's not Twister. The clear is like pretty satisfying when you do get the explosions, but yeah, otherwise like single target is really where this build has absolutely struggled. And yeah, I've had my frustrations with the build. To be honest, I'm glad it's basically done. I'm glad. I was like looking forward to not having to continue playing this. This is slow, yeah, it's really slow. This was pretty miserable at some parts. It made for some interesting boss fights, though, I'll tell you that. I really got to learn the mechanics. Is this the, I'm assuming you mean the worst build roulette so far? I would say as far as single target goes, yes. Clear, I think the unearthed gemling from back in like 0.2, patch 0.2 was worse, but single target it was better than this, at least from what I remember. Make sure to like this stream so it pops up and more people can see the ethical build. Thanks, Blaze. I can't imagine if I had to do this challenge or like this combination in SSF, it would have just been like complete misery. But I'm glad that I was at least doing this in Trade League. And for what it's worth, I don't want to discount Wing Blast as like a bad skill or anything. You can build around it, and in fact there's another content creator who goes by the name of That's Real Nito, who did a Wing Blast martial artist, and that actually makes sense and looks fun and looks strong because the little bells that the martial artist can spawn can actually, like, they actually count as being primed for stun, which means that you can just use Wing Blast and get like the big explosions all the time. So that's like the way to do that. But yeah, the Spirit Walker does no such thing. Yeah, OG Unearth was just sad, man. Yeah, wrong new ascendancy, I know, right? I mean, the bell is cool. The thing about this build, okay, like, it'll show up in the videos, but everything about Spirit Walker, basically, besides the Crow Bell, just gimps the build. It like just makes things worse. So I've decided to use the what's called the purple bear guy, this guy companion, because the other nodes are literally like make things worse. So yeah, but the bear guy's not really doing much. He's just got tanking a little bit. I got loyalty on there, so he takes a little bit of damage for me. That's about it. He's also got stun and armor break, but he doesn't do much damage for that to really matter. But yeah, I've got loyalty on here, so that 10% of the damage I take goes to him instead, to this little purple spirit bear. But like, for example, I was using Vivid Stampede and this guy here, and like, yes, you get shocks and it does damage, but the downside was that it would consume the freaking primed for stuns on enemies. And so I wouldn't get the shockwave explosions, and so it just made clearing horrible. It made single target horrible. Not that really Wing Blast is doing all the damage anyways, but it just like, it was just bad. Just bad. And there was nothing I could do to make Vivid Stampede not consume the stuns, because it's not a melee attack somehow. Not sure what's happening here. They're not getting hit. What's the counter in the top left? I am not sure what you're referring to. Occasionally you get nice big explosions like that. Did I do Divinity and Ash? Yeah, I did. So Ash, Arbiter of Ash is now like a tier 11, right? This is different. Oh, I'm talking about the, oh, that's the Rampage. I don't know what's causing that. Okay, this guy. I'm not sure what's causing that. I think it might just be the map device I'm using. To be honest, I'm unsure, but that's been there this whole run. You don't think he was nerfed? I think he's at a lower level, isn't he? Because he used to be like in a level 82 arena or whatever. But now I think he's a level 78? I don't remember. I'd have to like look at the footage, but at least the first time you fight him. Maybe it's different the second time? I'm not sure. The kill counter is from the map device. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It's the first time I used this map device. I've apparently had it for a while. What have you guys been prioritizing here? I kind of just completely winged it. I went for shrine stuff because that makes maps a little bit easier, but then beyond that, I've just been doing whatever. Oh, here we go. More shrines. Oh, my shaders died. Went shrines to the strongbox rogue exiles for me. Essence all the way. Exceptional drops to pray for a giga drop. Did you get anything cool? Shrines plus to tablet mods plus tablet, and then lineage. Oh, where's the lineage drop chance? I haven't noticed that one. How do you even get to the Atlas points? This? Ah, it's U. Okay. So wait, Alt U? No. Control U? Aha, Control U. Lineage. Oh. Okay, an extra one. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I haven't run any of these, but nice. Good to know they exist. Just that. Top center, left notable is good. These ones here. Or this one here you're talking about? I put uncut gems, but I guess you could put lineage as well. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Gotcha. That's whatever, sell. That's a lot of life. And this one looked, no, okay, that's fine. Not sure if that's worth anything. Probably not, but a lot of life and this. You can slam some exalts on there and just see what we get. Yeah. One exalt, yeah, not worth anything. Cool. Should I use this? Can I even use this? No, you have to be like level 90, right? Level 90 and 86, and I'm gonna hold on to it. Moment of Zen node is nice, okay. Ooh, an enlightened shrine. More experience. Right away, we can level up. Yeah, there's a node that interacts with the moments of Zen in some way. I forget what it does, but I remember reading it and being like, that's cute, but I'm not even exploring, so... Friend invitation, sure. The passive tree for this build is mostly focused on stun buildup for the quarterstaff at the very least, and then basically just attack damage, followed by evasion and deflection. And that's pretty much it. I get more unique options for the moment of Zen. Okay, that's cool. But I can pull up the passive tree real quick just so you can have a look at it if you want. So Ascendancy, I don't even have the full 4 nodes because the next 2 nodes literally I would be like, I'll take 10 spirit and 2% move speed. It's useless. And then this is the tree. I path this way. Probably not super efficient to do that, but whatever. Evasion, attack damage, companion. Oh yeah, companion nodes. I have defenses with companions around type of nodes, and then all of this companion stuff. Some crit here for my talisman, evasion, evasion and intelligence, damage, armor break stuff. This is for stun buildup on quarterstaff, and movement speed, skill speed, deflection, immobilization, deflection, companion stuff, damage, and evasion. That's it. Am I focusing on farming a specific mechanic? No, not really. My focus was just to beat bosses, like certain bosses, and I did that. So now I'm chilling. Uncut level 19. Now we're just doing Fortress just for fun. I would have set like another boss as a target, but the thing is, I want to probably save those for another run. So if I do like the quest stuff now, then I won't get to experience it for the first time on the next run, and it takes away from that. So I figured, okay, today we'll just do some random Fortress shenanigans. We're just chilling. Would I like to gamble 9 utility builds for you? You mean with Orb of Chance? Oh, am I dead? What just... I'm getting tossed around. You just bought your Headhunter? Congrats. Congrats. That's a big purchase. Excited for the next video? Yeah, me too. I have to start script writing it after this. This is actually the reason I'm doing this stream even in the first place. I should be writing my script, but the reason I did it is because I updated OBS, right, for streaming and recording. I updated it for the first time in multiple years last night. And in doing so, it totally reset my settings. So this is in part a test to see if I got the settings back to more or less what they were. And so far, nobody has complained, so I think we're okay. One of the best selling points for my videos is waiting for me to die over and over. That's one way to look at it. Well, you'll get to enjoy that in this run. I thought the HC stuff, like, it's something that I would do again at some point, but I think I got very lucky with the build I ended up getting. Like, being ranged just made a huge difference. I'm not sure that I would do... I mean, I could try doing it in melee, but I don't think I'd get very far at all in melee. And certainly the playstyle is less fun for me. So it's not something I would do often. Bro. The Scepter plus Talisman node, but that's super far away, isn't it? It's like on the left side of the tree. But yeah, I'm sure there are ways that I could have done this to make the build a bit better, or a lot better. As you can see, the damage is less than desirable. The Alex slam on that HC build was crazy. Yeah, it actually was insane. Like, actually, when that happened, I could not believe what had just happened. My jaw dropped. I was just like, what? It was fun. Good lord. I'm gonna die. You get to really experience boss mechanics this way though, which is, you know, can be fun initially. I was just printing items, yeah. Yeah, no such luck this time, I'll be honest. My luck this time was not very good. But that's alright. You win some, you lose some. So I have pounds. Because you're asking if I could have slotted in a mobility skill and then just go back and forth. The thing is like getting that stun build up is actually really hard. Even with Wind Blast, which has like a huge stun build-up increase, it still takes as long as it does to cause the enemies to get stunned. Yeah, Pounce has a... yeah, the cooldown's also another aspect, that's true. Whoa. I am out of flasks. I'm just gonna die. Oh my god. This is like probably one of the worst bosses I possibly could have like had to do a powerful boss fight on. Probably should have just put a lower tier waystone for this, to be honest. Oh well. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, that's the first time I see that move. What the heck? Oh, Jesus. To get power charges easier. Yeah, but you're using probably like Oil Barrage, right? Or not Oil Barrage, but what's it called? The Wyvern thing. Do I really have to fight this? I'm not gonna be able to beat her. Flame Breath, right. Okay. Best skill in the game, yeah. It does seem strong. Well, my goal was to try and make Wing Blast itself as much of the build as possible, and not so much just go all in on Wyvern, because then I might, like, you know, you might as well just put archetypes rather than the skills themselves, the individual skills. Oh, I'm sure it's good. That's why I didn't use it. I'm sure Oil Barrage is super powerful and would be great. That's why I don't use it. Same reason I'm not using the monkey. I know the monkey would just clear. That's why I'm not using the monkey. But look at that burst of damage. Wasn't that glorious? That's what we live for. That's why we do it. The little chunk. Do you respect the masochism? Appreciate that. Oh yeah, it's true. Flicker Strike does make you invulnerable. Yeah. It makes you like immortal. I probably should have used that. That's sarcasm. GGG nerfed Flicker Strike. No, GGG nerfed Flicker Strike. Even, and like their reasoning was because it's like pseudo immortal or whatever, you can't get hit, which is not true. So it's just like, it was just a funny nerf, like a funny, not necessarily a funny nerf, but a funny explanation for why the nerf was decided to be implemented. Yeah, probably. No, don't go away. Oh my gosh. Oh good. Thought she was gonna sing again. Ugh. Come on, come on. Don't get greedy. She's gonna do her crazy waves again that I've never seen before, where they all stack on you. Here she goes. No! Ah, it wasn't fast enough. Dang it. Okay. I think we're gonna be able to kill her this time. I hope. Oh, they nerfed her to only have one singing phase. Oh, that's cool. That's a good change, because it was annoying as hell. Yes, the longest siren kill of my life. But we did it. Oh, that's true, the rest of the map is gone. Oil barrage cast on crit teleport? I have not seen that, no. Yo, what up, Matronymic? Madisman, I had to respec into a ritualist because I'm maining plants. And half the Spiritwalker nodes need a martial weapon to work. I missed my land shark, but I got 2 giant mosquitoes put in cover. Nice. Yeah, the Spiritwalker nodes are pretty kind of crazy. Would I ever use cast on extra in the builds? Yeah, sure, if it makes sense. It makes sense. In my bone cage Kitava was cast. I did use cast on. Was it cast on crit or cast on minion death? I think it was. Obliterator bow, item level 80. Why did this get picked up on my is this worth just multiple exalts by itself? Okay. Do I have a perfect transmute? I don't, dang. I have an opportunity. Would you like a chance? Is it the ingenuity stuff? I mean, if you have the chance orbs and you want to just pass it to me, then I don't mind, but I don't even know what we're looking for if you're doing that. Indeed. For Mage Blood? Sure. Oh, and a heavy belt. Okay, so this is the first time I do one of these. It'll be fun. So we're going to be Orb of Chancing these utility belts. So utility belts can be... That's the one that becomes Mage Blood, I guess, right? I don't even know this. That's how, like, uninformed I am of how the Mage Blood works. And then the heavy belt would be Headhunter. So, we'll do one at a time. Poof! Okay, so basically the Orb of Chance will either turn it into a unique or destroy it. And it could turn into different uniques. It's not guaranteed to be the Mage Blood or whatever. But if you get a Mage Blood, that's insane. Poof, number 2. Poof, number 3. Poof, number 4. Oh my god, this is brutal. Item level 79. So hopefully that's high enough? Do you want me to keep going? Is that high enough? I don't know, you tell me. I assume that it is. We got 4 more. Well, 3 Mage Blood attempts, 1 heavy. For the content. And this is number 6. Gone. Or no, that was 7. Oh, they're all just disappearing, man. Last one? No. Okay, Headhunter. I've done this before. Come on. Oh, they're all gone, dude. Sorry. Unfortunate. They really nerfed chancing. I tried. Your belts, they were bad belts, man. They were bad belts. But you couldn't have known. Could not have known. Well, thanks for trying. Actually, I have one here. Let me see if I can do one too. Smash. Come on. And it's gone. Rip. Rip indeed. I need a map. Wait, no, there's one right here. Atlas skill point, get that guy. Don't have enough decks for this stuff. Chancing is not it anymore unless it's the one. It would have been so funny if you got your own Mage Blood after the challenge is over. I know, right? Insane. But not today. Or at least not yet today. Nah, that'd be crazy. Yeah. I think there is an Omen. But I don't remember how it works. No? There's the Omen that of the Ancients or something. What does that do then? Did they change it? It just guarantees that it'll turn into a unique, but it could be the different base. Okay, right. I need to make a command for the monkey so people understand why. So I'll say it again because I'm patient. The monkey would be really strong, right? That's common knowledge at this point that the Silver Fist monkey is OP. So that's reason one why I'm not using it, because I don't want to just rely on the freaking monkey to do all the work for me. Reason number two is because Crowbell has an inherent buff to his stunning capacity. So, whoops, switch back. What is going on? Okay. The physical stun modifier is really, really high on Crowbell, so he's more likely to stun, which is what I want. So I had Blasphemy and Repulsion, okay? I did run with that, and you'll see it in the video. But like the, what's it called? Like the Vivid Stampede, it would consume the stuns. So, like, yes, it was fine for clearing, but it would just consume the stuns and I wouldn't get the Wing Blast. So that was a problem. But I did use it for quite a while, like a couple acts. And yeah, Overwhelming Presence I actually do swap to for bosses. For like the Arbiter, I did switch to that. But for clear, it makes more sense to have like Herald of Ash and yeah. I also had Attrition. Because my fights lasted so long that Attrition would max out. No, you can't put Brink on it because it's not melee. Brink is specifically only works with melee abilities. It's such an annoying little quirk that made this build so much more complicated than it should have been. Yeah, it was a pain, it was a pain. Oh well, we worked around it, kind of. Or we just dealt with it. We accepted it. Made best with what we had. Is there a way to throw Pokeball at the boss? Yes. So if you had, like if you grab Tame Beast, and then you fight bosses in maps, and you specifically use some tablets, some special tablets to make sure that the boss has extra modifiers. If you then tame that boss, it has to be a beast, right? So there's only a few, like a handful of bosses that can be tamed that way. But if you do, then you'll actually get those modifiers on that boss. So it's something that I could have done. Like I technically did do it with this guy, but I only got one modifier. I only did it once, and I was like, okay, well you're slightly stronger than the one from the campaign, and that's good enough for me. But I prefer the spirit system for heralds and stuff. The spirit system versus the reservation. It's a good question. I think I do prefer the spirit system. I think inherently it makes more sense. It's cleaner. It's easier to understand. However, the reservation system does allow for some really cool stuff with like low life and low mana, and you reserve like 99% of your mana and stuff. And that's kind of fun too. Oh, which beast do I plan on using most? Well, just the Crowbell, yeah. The one that I've already got. He's as strong as it gets. I could make him stronger by finding a stronger version of him, but I can't be bothered. 5 times random currency, let's go. 5 mirrors, please. Are random builds easier in PoE 1 or 2? Oh, I don't know. I think it really just depends on the build you get. I'd say like for me, my knowledge of PoE 1 build making is greater than my knowledge of PoE 2 build making. So in a sense it's a little bit easier. But I don't know, they're both fun in their own ways. Yeah, Pokemon hunting for the bosses does sound like a pain, because you just gotta keep running maps until you find the perfect boss. I guess the random modifiers you want, and it costs money to do that, and you have to find the specific map on the atlas that the boss comes from as well. So there's, not that there's a limited number of those, but you have to travel to them every time, right? Just sounds annoying. Five mirrors. 5x. Oh, baby. From what I've seen, the monkey is more than just a little too good. It's a lot of too good. Oh, I missed a bunch of rares up there. It's all good, Scooter. Don't worry about it. I know people come in at different times and stuff, so you wouldn't have heard what I had said already. It's all good. Missing a crit one at level 94. Really, you haven't gone, because that's the one that everybody wants, right? It's the increased crit thing, so you can guarantee the 100% crit, right? That's what makes, beyond, you know, the monkey just being strong, that's what makes it completely over the top busted, is having that modifier, right? I got another skill point. Splendid. One-handed. Oh, I can get 10% attack damage. Melee stun buildup. More stun buildup here. Sure. Or no, attack damage while moving. I don't think I count as moving. Oh, I did have these notes here. I can grab this again. Culling strike threshold. It kind of helps. I mean, 5% doesn't help, but the 20s and stuff do help for the Devour. I used to have it. I got rid of it at one point when I did the switch to get a bunch of deflection and evasion, actually. How are the grenade builds coming along? And like just like with the cannons and the new crossbow stuff, like it seems, from what I've seen on the outside, they seem pretty cool. Anybody playing one of those? I already have one. Oh. Beautiful.
Quickly, I will make use of this.
You're so late to the league. I wasn't able to play for like the last 2 weeks. That makes me so sad. Ah, that's alright, dude. It just means the strats are different. But you can still get a lot of fun out of it. I felt pretty late to the league. I basically started like I was still in Act 3 a week into the league, and then I started pushing, and it's only this weekend that I really had a decent amount of time to play, and I was able to finish up like the endgame stuff that I wanted to do. But it's cool. Yeah, 6-month league, exactly. There's gonna be plenty of time. Gotta look at the grand scope of things, and it means that the spirit gems that you get while leveling are worth a lot of money, right? I'm pretty sure. Gemling cluster grenade, yeah, the Gemling Legionnaire also with those alternate quality stuff. That seems so cool. I believe the alternate quality for Wing Blast is 20% more damage. If anyone's feeling like trying it out on a Gemling, they watch this and they're like, oh, hold on, I have an idea, let's play it on a Gemling. You get 20% free damage. Then again, 20% of nothing is still nothing. Don't tempt me. You live in the same city as the GGG office. That's cool. Have you like walked by it or driven by it just to see what it looks like? I would do that if I lived around there. Not in a weird like stalker way, but you know, just curiosity. But also maybe in a weird stalker way, I'm not sure. Schwingy stalker confirmed. That's not what I'm saying. I wonder if GGG's office has like security guards to prevent people from just walking in and being like, hi, can I talk to Jonathan Rogers? Maybe it's Ziggy. He's the bouncer. How's the progress so far? Good. We're done. The challenge that I had set out for myself is over, so that's been pretty cool, pretty fun. I'm glad that it's over because this was one of the runs of all time. And I'm just getting some little bit of Atlas completion while hanging out with you guys and answering questions and all that. Chilling. So it was Pinnacles, and I spun a wheel, or sorry, Arbiters, and I spun a wheel to choose one of the new Pinnacles as well. And so we're going to save the other ones for future videos. In part because that allows me to do multiple videos and have like different kind of goals, which I think is kind of fun. But then the other part, which is realistically, like, if I were to try and do all of the Pinnacles, it just would take more time, and I wouldn't be able to get the video out in time for when I need to. They don't have signs for the building. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Why would they? Yeah. Makes perfect sense. I look tanky. I am surprisingly tanky. When I made the switch and added a whole bunch of deflection and evasion, it made a massive difference. I was like, oh, deflection is like really good. They're right next to a grocery store. Sick. I was watching an old video, because I think like just YouTube just threw it in front of my face. It was like, here, check this video out. An old GGG video of Chris Wilson shaving his hair. This was like back before, I think before PoE1 had even fully launched, potentially. And so there's the moment that he went bald. And so in this video, he's like, all right, I'm gonna, we raised, they raised money for I forget, maybe cancer, I'm not sure, some sort of, you know, fund. And so he was like, I'm gonna go shave my head now. And so he's like, let's go find like a hairdresser to go do that. So he walks outside of the office and then turns the corner and he's like, oh, this one will do. Just walks in and gets his haircut. That's amazing. What is my deflection stat at? Let's have a look. After I don't die. So, I have 14k evasion, which puts me at like a 60% chance to evade. And then deflection rating is like, well, it fluctuates because I'm being attacked. But 19k, 82 chance to deflect. Yeah, something like that. Chaos Orb. You're so desperate to make the build work that you give up. You kind of just gotta change your mindset and like just think of different ways that you can overcome the challenge. And like, you know, if it's really way too hard and you're not having fun, then that's fine. Like, don't keep doing it. Like, obviously the goal should be having fun. If you're not having fun with the build, then don't keep playing it. But you know, I think that there's generally a way that you can make the builds playable at the very least. Yeah, it is quite tanky. It's the first time I used deflection, I believe. Like actually use it. And it feels good. Can recommend it. So even though I'm melee, it feels like pretty survivable. Now I wish I had some more life recovery. That's something that I don't have much of. I'm relying on Devour, which kind of works. And then just my life flasks, really. Make a new build runs into Jamanra. Yeah. Still one of the hardest fights in the campaign, I'd say. The build I wasn't expecting to see was Acolyte Spark cast on crit. I haven't seen that. And yeah, the kill counter we've established is the map device that causes it. It's just like it keeps track of how many kills you're getting and stuff, because you can... Well, let me see if I survive this here. Jesus. If I hover over this, I can turn that on. And there's like, it keeps track of how many kills you've gotten in the map and that kind of stuff. But I've been playing with it off. 9 minutes and 18 seconds in this map. This ain't a speed mapper, that's for sure. Oh yeah, and these mana donuts are like the bane of my existence. When the rare, like the Atlas notable thing that makes it so that rares can spawn as like doubles, and then the pair of them land on the mana donut, it's just like, I'm like so sad whenever that happens. Like, really? My kill streak, yeah, it's my Call of Duty kill streak, basically. Oh yeah, we didn't actually check the deaths. That's true. I totally forgot. 81 deaths now. So my estimate of 70 to 80 earlier was basically spot on. Have you guys been doing Expedition? I still don't like it. I find these like remnants take so long to do. It's not really fun. What do you guys think? I like never really liked Expedition to begin with, so maybe I'm just biased and I still just don't like it. But I don't feel like that including the remnants in there makes it like better. Less than 1 per level, I'm even Steven. Yeah, that's true, I guess, if you look at it that way. Expedition, no, I avoid. I checked the remnants. Yeah, that's it. I checked the remnants just to double check that there's nothing too spicy on there. If it's really spicy, I'll do it, but yeah. I'm gonna have to do the Expedition for like one of the videos. Like, I gotta do it, but not right now. Will I go for the League Challenge cosmetic? We have 6 months to do it, so yeah, for sure. Definitely doable. Not on this build, but in general, I'll get it. I'm confident. Unlike the challenges in PoE 1, the challenges here actually seemed like pretty doable. Yeah, if the Expedition rewards were like, you know, you knew you were getting something really good each time, then you'd be definitely more inclined to do it, but then everybody would be doing it. Then again, I think, you know, everybody does Abyss, because you can get those crazy bones, so maybe they should just be better rewards. I don't know. I think GGG did mention that they want to improve Expedition still, like they're still not happy with where it is, so I'm guessing they will improve it. Maybe in 0.5.3, which I guess will come like at the end of this week, maybe next week. Do I ever make a character that's not build roulette? Not really, no, not anymore. Ever since I started, I've basically only played build roulette characters. With the exception of one PoE 1 character where I played Flicker Strike for the first time. Because I've always wanted to play Flicker Strike. I've been playing PoE since literally the day open beta came out. And I had never played Flicker Strike. And I was like, I gotta do it. Double res, but nothing else special about it. I don't think that's worth anything really. Nah. One perfect orb of transmutation. You can get a mastery to place one big explosive for expedition. Yeah, I guess that makes it faster. It's true. The old expedition currency was like silly, is how I'll put it. Well, that is improved. Like, I do think it's an improvement over the old one, but I don't like I think it's because my build sucks, right? If my build was good and I was clearing those remnants quickly, then I probably wouldn't be as like anti-expedition as I am. But because my damage sucks and they feel so like damage spongy, it's like doing a single expedition is like gonna add 2-3 minutes to my map. It's like, do I really want to do that for like, yeah, like 6 blacksmith whetstones? I don't know. Your build clears quickly, but it still sucks ass. Well, that's just unfortunate then. Is that a life sprig? Oh, I can't pick it up for some reason. This guy's in the way. Oh baby, a +3 life sprig. But you need to be level 78 to use it, so not very good. I do have Eric's Smelting, yep. It's on my Wind Blast. Right over here. $78 life sprig is so sad. It's like, what's the point, man? Like, why? Perfect orb. Oh, a master rip rune. That's the first time I see that. Is that worth something? Your only way of generating power charges is killing Palm. How far in are you? Early on, there aren't many ways to do that, to get more power charges. The Masterwork's the best? Alright. I don't know if you guys are memeing or not about the Orb of Transmutation. I know that a perfect Orb of Transmutation is like 15 exalts or something like that, or at least it was last I checked. Whoa, I'm getting hit hard. Exalts are in the toilet, yeah. At least there's no crazy Val Temple strat this time around, like they nerfed it. Because apparently one popped up during the Ziz interview, which is hilarious. But they fixed it pretty fast, I guess. How do you guys feel about the div change? Like, divs are more common than they used to be. I've gotten quite a few of them. Masterwork rune. Upgrades a socketed rune. Oh, it's worth like a... Right, it's really a divine? I don't know how much it's worth. 70 exalts? Something like that. That's cool. I could upgrade my perfect iron rune. Wait, no, I already have a perfect iron. Oh, I didn't even realize I already had perfects in here. I guess I bought it like that. Cute. I have no mana. You're scared of the late league economy? I guess we'll see what happens, yeah. Whoa. I'll never forgive the ignite flammability nerfs. Sorry to hear that. I think it was probably necessary though, wasn't it? Or warranted. That's maybe the better way to put it. We still need more Exalt Sinks. Yeah. I guess they're just like too common. Because you use them on maps, you use them on... well, I use them on just random gears when I'm trying to either find upgrades or just... I see something that has potential that's got like a couple good mods and I'll just regal and slam Exalts on there hoping for something good that I can sell, but more often than not, it's not good. I don't know. I still pick them up. Then again, I'm not, like, rich, so there's that. Was it hard to tame the boss? No, not at all. I was able to just go into the Act 1 hunting grounds and tame him there, but then I did tame a slightly better version of him in a Blooming Fields map once I got the maps. Literally kind of just to try it out and see how it goes, getting the extra modifier on there and stuff, but I don't think it's worth it to at least knowing how far I was going, that I'm not taking this into like, you know, I'm not turning this build into a complete juicer. So I don't really care about min-maxing my Crowbell that much. He's only a small part of the stunning equation. So I don't feel like it's warranted to go crazy trying to get the strongest version I can. Chef Sponge, welcome to the club, dude. Thanks for becoming a member. Hugely appreciated. Does the Atlas tree let you add modifiers? I think it has to be through tablets and stuff for the modifiers that you can actually get for your Tame the Beast. I could be wrong. All I know is I watched Gazi's video about taming beasts and stuff and used that as the reference, so maybe that video was outdated already by the time that I watched it. I don't know. You're doing your build to Roulette and you got Rake Lich. I think the Abyssal Lich is potentially stronger for attack builds than the standard Lich, so I'd consider that. Otherwise, I don't really know. I haven't played Rake, so don't have much advice in that regard. Find it nice here. First content creator I support. Thanks, man. It's very kind of you, very generous. I try to keep the atmosphere fun and chill. I'd say chill is the best word to describe it. Abyssal Lich is Giga? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I am succeeding, awesome. Happy to hear that. Oh my god, I tanked that meteor. I'm excited to start writing the script after this. It means we're getting closer to the video making process. The actual video making. The editing. The editing is like, I like doing the editing. It takes me a long time, but I enjoy it. Script writing, less so. It takes me a long time, and I don't enjoy it as much. But I think it's really important. It's what gives my videos a life, I would say. Without the script, it just wouldn't be the same. Does deflection apply to LE damage? Yeah, I believe so. I don't see why it wouldn't. Because evasion applies to elemental damage. Have I ever played tabletop RPGs such as D&D or Cyberpunk Red? I played a little bit of D&D, like in my late teens. But really not much. And then that's basically it. Oh, damn. Yeah, I knew that was going to hit me. I bet with some recoup I might be a tank. Yeah, that's true. I think I have like 10%. 12% damage taken recoup this life, but that ain't nearly enough. Where is he? Oh, I didn't even see him. It's a good thing I am as tanky as I am, because my god, my damage is not good enough to rely on that for killing bosses quickly to not have to do the mechanics. The recoup is amazing until you get one shot. Yeah, I remember playing the, what was it, the Fangs of Frost Chronomancer build that I played? That was a recoup build, and that was so tanky. Oh my god. I think probably the tankiest thing I've played. Then again, Walking Calamity Witch Hunter was also very tanky with the sorcery ward. There's a lot of good defensive options in this game, which is awesome. There we go. Is this build the next Zero to Hero? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I have loyalty on my purple bear guy. I don't have it on the Crowbell, but actually, you know, now that you mention it, I could use a perfect... Oh, do I not have a perfect? Oh, I could have sworn I had a perfect. Rip. Okay. Well, never mind. I was going to say I could put a perfect orb on the companion, the Crowbell, and then turn that into... add loyalty into there. But I don't have that, so that's okay. Breach tablets. Noise? What does that mean? Sorcery's really good. Yeah, the sorcery ward is insane. It's so strong. Let's do the overgrown. He got Ice Nova Smith of Katava. Dude, that sounds pretty fun. I don't think that's necessarily bad. Smith of Katava is very versatile. It's just too bad he didn't get like a fire spell with the Smith of Katava. I was kind of sad when I didn't get a... Hello, Omniphobia. A fire spell for my Smith of Katava run. Because he has the like, the node that lets you cast fire spells on attack use or something like that. I forget exactly the wording and the mechanic, but something that lets you do fire spells a whole bunch. Which I feel like would be really fun to play around. Smith Reaver Summoner. Is that... what is that? Is that the manifest weapon thing? I'm not even sure what that is. Oh man, why am I lagging? Impending crash coming, maybe? You want to start a strength stacking character with Facebreaker, but I'm clueless. I have not done a stat stacker at all in PoE 2, so I don't know how it works. Facebreakers look cool though. I wish you the best of luck. Oh, I'm about to leave the delirium. Skeleton Reavers that gain rage. Oh, interesting. So Skeleton Reavers, that's just an occult skill, right? Like it's just a regular skill that anybody could gem cut if they wanted to. I haven't used those at all. The only minion build I've played has been the Unearthed Gemling, and I guess kind of this pseudo minion thing if you count the fact that I have Crobell and the bear, but I really wouldn't count this as a minion build myself. How many zero the heroes do I plan on making this league? As many as I can fit in. We'll see. At least 2, probably more. If it's gonna be like 6 months long, probably like 4 or 5. I'm excited for the 1.0 launch, though I know it's far away. December, presumably, but yeah, I'm excited for like the game going free to play. It's gonna be big. A lot of people, I know like quite a few people are hesitant to spend money on a game when they know that it's going to be free to play, so I think a lot of people are gonna like come in and start playing it. Saw Black Flame Covenant Incinerate Chronomancer. That was pretty good this patch. That sounds like a mouthful, but I could see it. Purple Incinerate Chronomancer. Can we Giga Langy on launch day? Yeah, probably. You're not wrong. I wonder, like, I genuinely curious, like, how many people are going to log in for that? Our previous peak was like, what was it, like 500 something, or was it 700 something K? I think it was 500 something K on Steam, right? So on free to play, dude, is what is, are we thinking it's gonna reach 1 million? I don't know. That seems like a lot, but I'm also maybe. Your guess is 800K? It's gonna crush Lost Ark's concurrent record. Yeah, that's what I wonder. Because Lost Ark is like the closest example to the same kind of game, that did really well. Free to play, top down, like viewpoint, isometric and all that. I wanted to like Lost Ark so much. I was like very excited that it was coming to the west. I was gonna say the east, to the west. And then it launched. I played it a little bit, but there was just so much not combat that I didn't fall in love with it. The combat itself was great, but so much of the game was not doing combat, and I couldn't get into it. I love the animations though, and like the visuals of that game. It looks so gorgeous. Have I played Last Epoch? Yep. Yeah, I have. Not really recently, mind you, but closer to when it actually came out of early access, I played quite a bit. And then even during early access, I also played quite a bit. I've got a couple hundred hours, I think, in Last Epoch. I think it's a cool game. It's fun. But I just get a little bit, sort of lose direction on what to do and kind of get bored. Sooner than I do with PoE, for example. But I do think there's like quite a few systems in Last Epoch that are excellent. Like the crafting system, I love that. The campaign in Lost Ark was agonizing. That's it. I never even finished the campaign, like, not even close. I probably put in like 15 hours total in Lost Ark. Oh, come on, there we go. Guild Wars 3. I'm excited, like cautiously optimistic about it. I like Guild Wars 2, and I think Guild Wars 3 could be great, but we really don't know enough about it to get too excited, I would say. $2,000 hours in Lost Ark. Damn. That's a lot of hours in Lost Ark. Grim Dawn. There's something about Grim Dawn, I just can't get into it. I've tried like 3 or 4 times, and I've beaten the campaign completely once, but it didn't grip me. Like there's just something about it, I don't know what it is. In theory, I should like it. Yeah, Grim Dawn is getting a new expansion. Maybe I'll check it out again once that hits. Something to consider. Got a buddy who's like really into Guild Wars 2. He has, I think, he has a legendary item for every single slot possible. He's been going ham on it the past year. They're finally updating the UI for which game, Gary Merchant? Is that for Grim Dawn you're talking about? Grim Dawn, okay. Oh, cool. I didn't even know there was like a playtest for that already. Neat. Yo. No, she got her heel off. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the Guild Wars 3 trailer really didn't show much. It was kind of like, when I watched it, I was like, alright, so I guess Guild Wars 3, like, is just, it will exist, and I have nothing to go by. You see, like, a code in, I think. That's about it. But from what I understand, it's going to be, like, in terms of timeline, it's like a prequel to Guild Wars 1 and 2. I watched a little bit of like Wooden Potatoes theory video stuff, or his reaction to it, or something. I don't remember exactly. Whoa. Anyone having a lot of shader issues? Yes, me. And I'm sure many others. Wow, the same Rogue Exile spawned twice on the map? That's hilarious. Oh, go. But yeah, I've been having the shader issue where it just like dies. Not ideal. I heard there's like a fix if you download an early version of the NVIDIA's latest driver, like the next upcoming driver that isn't officially released type of thing, and that fixes it, but I haven't bothered to look into it and try it out myself. That's true about the prequels. It's funny, like, the way that works. They look better than the original, yeah, despite taking place earlier in the story. Lord Laminate, that seems like a lot of damage to me. Should be fun. Oh, some fixed by clearing a shader cache. Yeah, I tried that. It didn't really do anything for me. But I maybe did it wrong. I'm not entirely sure. I have the issue of having like so many drives on my computer that I don't know where things are being kept. I've installed PoE on multiple different drives, so I never know which one is actually being used and whatnot. Yeah, the river hags are so annoying. Come on. This feels like such a slow map. Am I crazy? 6.5 minutes already. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Since the latest patch, your PoE 2 is ultra tweaking. Infinite loading screen. No, that's not fun. Dolby. Down with the patriarchy. Matriarch supremacy. I thought that, okay, I'm like a little bit of a spoilers for the video, but I was disappointed by the patriarch / matriarch fight. I thought they would have like 2 separate bosses and be like completely different fights, and they're slightly different, but they didn't really feel that different. I was a bit whelmed. And like just the precursor bosses in general, not including the Arbiter, but just like the lead up bosses, they weren't that interesting. Is that just me? I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Oh, this is my favorite track on this album. Hold on, hold on. I need to boost it up for you guys so you hear it. Just a little bit. Bodok was sick. I haven't fought him. I will save that for another time. Looking forward to it though. Yeah, the other pinnacles are cool, for sure, for sure. It's more the specifically the precursor ones that I was like, not sold on. The Delirium boss. Yeah, that's the one that I ended up doing. And yeah, without spoiling it, the ending was very surprising. Bodok on an ethical build is pure cinema. Oh, you got me itching to try it out, but no, I will not spoil myself for it. I will wait. Okay, let me put these passive points in. Barudan cities are also considered desert or mountain. Mountain. Bonus within desert areas. Effectiveness, alchemy can be regal or base regal drop as alchemy. Dude, whatever. Effectiveness. Sure, let's get these points. Still haven't touched Expedition. Yeah, my Atlas, you guys can see. I went to Hilda's, but I'm using Doriani as just the one node that gives you an extra revive, which is great. I haven't been to the Breach thing at all. I haven't been to Abyss at all. I haven't been to Expedition, King's March at all. And I haven't been to Azubi at all. But I have been over here. I haven't done Ritual, which is over here. Pretty far. Like, really far. I guess from here the fastest way would be probably through this tower and then come this way. Kinda crazy. Alright, friends, I'm gonna call it here. It is time to end the stream. And I will get into the script writing for this video, for this build. For Schwingy Blast. I thought that was kind of clever. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. This was a fun, chill stream. We made sure that everything is working on my OBS side of things. And we got our biggest drop of the entire run. For those of you that weren't here, we got an uncut skill gem level 20, which is worth like 5 divines, off of the very first map off of a remnant. And that was the best drop I've gotten in this entire run. And the run's already done, so that's cool. I'll probably add it in a little bit. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Oh, thank you, Kuti Antoine, for joining the Schwingers Club. Much appreciated for the support. Thank you. And that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you have a great week. I'm going to get to work on this video and realistically have it done by the end of the month in a week or two. So look forward to that. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. Have fun with your builds. And if anyone wants to join on Discord, you can. Subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Okay? If you haven't subscribed and you're watching and you like the content, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. And I don't usually say that, so I'm saying it now. Alright, bye everybody. Peace out.